Okay. So I'm not going to open the dialogue too much up to that because we have folks in the room that are going to help give ideas of samples that they've been creating around it, and I'll let them introduce themselves in a second. So they're going to dive into that. But I did want to also share that there is one other additional resource that we're going to ask. So to me, number 2 is kind of that student-facing. That's kind of the terminology that I've landed on. I need to fix that if we come up with something better. And so number 3 to me is the teacher-facing then, right? So we know the assessment we've given, the skill to work through. So then what is that student skill? What is something students could kind of work through? And again, I tried to get my head around it in my little paragraph description there. But one that I've worked more closely with is the teacher-facing side, so I can be more succinct in that. But the teacher-facing side is going to be something that's going to be this strategy or this small group intervention. So I've given the assessment up above. Students have practiced the skill. I know I've got these 4 or 5 kids that are still struggling, or 1. What do I do with that student? And we're asking you then to kind of model that practice, that intervention, that activity, that task, whatever it might be, and kind of script it out so somebody that may not be as adept at it or familiar with it or even aware of it as a way to help kids be better at what you assessed, you then could model that so others could take it, kind of run with it. And we have models for that as well.
Prioritize those because we realize that there are a ton of mini skill sets under each one of these bigger headings.
Right.
But as the experts in the room, you know the trends and patterns in your own students' data. So what are those priority skill sets that you feel that you want to provide the lesson for or the intervention for?
And it will be, and it is a little more fine-grained because it does get into the A, the B, the C, and the D. So there are more specific sets around it as well. So, good.